Thanks for the 50,000.
I wouldn't say that it's an exaggeration.
Oh, really?
Was with Joe back in '60. All things like that can add up and hopefully it makes a difference. $1,000 job.
Honestly, looking at what everyone has, this might be the most easy so far. You three have a crown each, but I have the most money in the house to sell. Talk about balance for it. How is that fucking balance getting 50,000 back to the rock? I feel like you've been paying me back more than 10 million times.
You're not wrong about that, George.
Are you going to be here, George?
Wait, what?
It was a pretty tough choice, I'm not going to lie, but I figured that I would secure my knowledge crown. So having a crown is still up for grabs, but I at least wanted to keep one crown safe. I can understand that perspective. Not sure if I would have done that, but I guess we'll see what happens. It's my turn to make it. And of course, you've seen that I got lucky once again with a $50,000 bill.
I'm not sure what happened to me. Joe is getting good loans. So far, Joe is the biggest pretty back, so I'm all for it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Let's see what Joe gets here from the basket to do. What the fuck? If you guys think that I was going to move away from doing an ice cream structure, then you guys are insane. Ice cream for life. Well, you just gave away the game, Joe. If you had any chance, it's fucking gone. And you're giving me 50,000 for just that.
And you're on the big stage, Jesus Christ.
I don't even know what I'm fucking lying. I can't believe it. Yeah.
That's exactly what happens when you get too ahead of yourself, Ron.
Okay, tell me what these cities are. What these cities want to do. I was around this half of the time for sure. What a dumb fucking question, George. I want to get the money and investment. Fuck the business. Well, Dan, let's see what happens then. And because I got me, I will be invested in that. I told you guys to stop over the exaggeration. One fucking thing. You're every business now that I'm getting the house from. This is a great time for this garage. But just keep in mind that it seems like you were going to blow us out last game and you ended up losing. Yeah, but it's not happening this time around. Joe is completely out of it. I have a crown with the most money and an investment, and I'm right there for the wealth crown.
All right, you shut the fuck up, Ron. It's time for Big Donald to cook.
I can put you on the bill and ask for saying that, Donald. Just once, Donald is going to get a fuck here.
Are you fucking serious right now?
I wouldn't tell me this is happening.
How obsessed are you with the biggest thing that is the little all the safety and regular Logan for that?
Don't worry about that. Worry about how you fall down with the end of this game. It's not over till it's over. Let's see if you're capable of George. Shut the fuck up, Joe. I don't even know your stupid ass was even in this game until after the kid you messed up last time. Just watch George fucking sit up too. What do you mean fucking not sit up too? He's the fuck. Whoa. How the fuck do you know this is wrong? This is some weird ass shit. I can't believe this is going on. You need to tell me that we all ended up fucking passing the last time except for Barack? What kind of bullshit is that? I have no clue that it's months in it. Okay, Don.
Follow that up. You're paid for around 50,000. That's bull fucking shit.
It doesn't mean you still need to get 100,000. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but we need to get our shit together. Am I right, boys? Just give it up. It's taking you all surrender. This is easier than you to accept. No, fuck that. You just gave me that 2,000. That ain't good enough.
Shut the fuck up, Barack. You don't have the right to say that this game is bullshit after everyone got taxed except for you.
Whatever you say, Donald, I'm not even in my final form yet. Just wait until I get the $200,000 paying job. If you somehow get the $200,000 paying job, Rock, which I would have, then I don't know how I'm going to make a comeback.
Fuck out of here with your attitude, George. You gotta believe the back.
Well, how about you take those facts and shove it down your back? We love everything that I did. I did happen. I told you all that I'm going to win.
How the fuck do you get another $50,000 bonus for us? What is going on? This actually feels real.
Yeah, I don't know anymore, boys. But you're going to flip up Barack and Johnny Lindner. We have no momentum or anything going for it right now. It's all Barack. The 50-50 that's good, boys. I just tried to acknowledge the fucking city. I've done it.
What are you doing?
This is some serious solution. Get some fucking help. The $50,000.
If I'm not mistaken, I guess we're sitting on an investor.
I'll tell you.
I still have a fucking thing. Don't count me out, baby.
Oh, it's good. Barack better be careful. Donald is super capable of making this comeback. Like tell you guys. We have 4 days to repeat the race of wins this game. That can say a lot. If Donald somehow wins this game, Barack, it'll be well. Never open your fucking mouth again when you play the game of life. We literally see what Donald just did to the method old has. He literally threw his best away by going all in for some bullshit thing so he gets maximum profit. Donald is going to take a rest before actually doing it. But Barack is going on. I'm interested in this. How the hell are we supposed to team up around? Spin is completely rusted. And of fucking course, I can't pursue my master, or else I would have had to go down alone. Guess I'll try making something work.
Better be careful here, George. You don't want to have that little amount of money on you.
And thank fucking God that I didn't have my property. Only God knows if Barack and she doesn't give a shit. Try not to cry while being a loser, George. This game is almost over anyway, so you can just get over the fact that you were probably dead last fucking place.
Seriously, George, you and I should focus on a very cotton in this house. Oh, so shut the fuck up, Joe. Don't bring in your bullshit as well. We already have to do this and not spitting at.
Are you guys actually kidding me right now? You gave Donald $150,000. You guys are literally having money like how desperate man Simple Green hands out money to a Las Vegas stripper. Get it together.
Maybe you should get it together, Barack. After going on a cruise, I am literally tired of doing that. You better be careful.
Ain't no fucking way I build this road to fight.
Dude, it's so thing.
Guys, I think Barack is starting to lose it. He's starting to feel the pressure.
Like hell I am. That's what you guys are focused for. I'm still the top tier of collecting Barack. Yeah, okay then. You definitely sounds like you're a calm, cool, and collected. What did you want to say? I thought she wanted you. That's the fuck off. We're literally falling apart right now.
All right, I took a deep fucking breath, so I'm okay now. Just know that I'm still very much in the lead here. Donald, you're still living on the edge with the little amount of money you have. It's nice knowing that you were able to calm yourself down. You just come up here for doing that yourself. Fuck off, George. Focus on yourself.
Maybe you should focus on Donald here, Barack. Once again, we landed on national stage. Getting more close to getting another tournament.
Just because you took the happiness, it doesn't mean anything. I'm still very much in the state since I'm not failing like this happiness, and I have way more fucking money than Donald's program. While some of that may screw Barack, you can't deny that Donald is making a comeback here. I'm not sure if he'll have enough time, but that is yet to be seen. Now that is some delusional shit to just shoot out, George. How about you worry about yourself so you can prevent getting the last place to get it? What does it look like I'm doing Barack? It looks like that you got a fucking run. Are you serious right now? How much forward do you want to go?
All right, Barack, you need to chill out. George literally cannot control what he gets from his kids. It's the same thing with me last week. Can't blame the game.
Once again, Joe, I didn't even know you were still in this game. Hurry it up with your son so we can finish this game up. I need to be the winner.
Getting a shoe doesn't matter if he says a stop sign, so don't lose your shit, Barack.
Did you hear me lose my shit? I don't think so.
All right, Joe, you're going to need to land on an action space here. You don't have any attributes.
Well, that means get the job done, Donald. Why don't you give up on Joe? Actually, just all of you guys give up. This shit is over with. Well, I don't think I have a chance. But I think Donald has a solid chance. Let's see what happens here, Barack. Well, what's going to happen here is that I will be given a $50,000 bonus because I have shown this again. If this is not feeling my victory, then I don't know what will. You guys are making it harder on yourself by staying in this building. It's fine, Donald. Barack has loaned me $50,000 of this game, so you're still very much in it. The delusion is crazy. You know what Donald and I like to say, Barack? Here we go again. And how does that mindset work out for you, Donald, and blocking your current son? You might want to focus on the doctor you have left here, Barack. I don't know what you say. I don't really know, to be honest. If I take this though, I'll temporarily get the happiness son, but it's only temporary. I'll probably sell the house so I can have a better chance of an increased profit since that would be perfect.
Okay, let's see what happens then.
You can't be fucking over this one. I couldn't get the maximum profit with 3 attempts. My kind of luck, huh? It was still 50% Barack. The odds of that is sure, but it wasn't 100%. Fuck off, George. I can do simple math.
All right, I have a feeling this turn right here is super important, so let's see what I can do here.
I'm assuming you're going to pick college since you like to play at risky like that, right?
You would be correct, Joe. It's high risk, high reward. If it works out, then I have a good chance of winning this thing.
You better fucking play if you don't have anybody with a number like this. Barack's not wrong, Donald. If you land on someone's number here, the chances of you making a comeback will be slim to none. It's that big of a deal.
All right, well, I'm accept so it won't happen. Let me look at it.
The moment it's finished that movie,
Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on.
that's the spirit there. If you Donald, look at that. But that's the good side sitting at the meeting of the guys are. Even though you guys have got rest, you still sometimes and what fucking do with that possibility? It's not over to the room. Okay, you have to look at it on your time, okay? Good. I'm going to look at the longer day after you stop straight after the scene of the new kid artist. And George took that fucking taxes. That only means down.
$50,000.
According to my calculations, Joe, it won't matter because you just go to lose it all and get a fuck more.
Wait, what? Don't tell me that Barack knew this entire time you were going to land on taxes. Are you actually kidding me right now? Barack, you're a fucking maniac for knowing all this shit. You know that?
I think the word is building. Speaking of the bill, why can't I use it? Why can't Barack land on taxes for once? Instead of this entire fucking game. Don't fuck yourself, Joe. I'm going to just fix that shit.
I guess Barack is capable of landing on taxes after all. This is how your comeback starts back up, don't you?
You do realize that I still have a profit of $50,000 from that thing, right? I don't know why you guys are acting like I lost everything.
Well, you could have had more, but you didn't get more. It's time for Steve Donald to make a statement. Let's do this, boy.
Okay, the settlement's not too bad. It depends where you win. It better not be some bullshit taxes, that's for sure.
McDonald, I think that's
Okay, but you can't have how much you calculate. What are you going to do with it all?
fuck it. Going on to find another house.
100K to 350K, Jesus fucking Christ, this is a no-brainer. Well, what the hell is he going to do? There's literally going to be a $0 fucking dollar.
This is even more ballsy than you were being originally. I don't know what the actual fucking going on right now. I gotta try it. If I get good profit for both houses, I can still win this game despite having a loan attached to my name.
Donald, there's no way to avoid taking in another loan. I don't know what's going through your mind because I can't think that stupidly.
You never know the rock. Maybe one of these guys ran for my number. Maybe I get something from a different way. Who knows?
Who knows, I guess. I'm going to take the risky path if I don't think I have much to lose.
So it's not like it's going to matter if it's literally going to get through all of it.
There's only one thing that I'm afraid of, and I'm sure that is coming to do it. I can get it. But once I get the land, that's sure that I get it.
All right, then. The moment of truth, boys.
Ain't no fucking way to go get down. Holy fucking shit, George, you're not sure this now.
Let's go.
George, what the fuck are you doing? Why would you do the boy getting down? Are you that desperate to help Donald out?
Shut the fuck up, Barack. I'm trying to help myself out. Paying $100,000 for one salary is not helping me at all.
Okay, man, if you say it's no way to Donald gets me, so I'm okay. I wouldn't get too ahead of yourself, so I'll let you manage to see if Donald is still the second way to Donald to take him out alone, huh?
Holy shit.
What are the actual fuck is going on right now? It's crazy. Give me a question, Rock. I'm tired of all this bullshit. Donald is constantly dodging loans left and right. And George is helping out Donald. Like hell, what the fuck is this fucking bullshit?
It's called the game of life for us. You never know with this game, am I right? Shouldn't you already know that given how last game went?
I don't need to hear shit from you, Joe. Hurry it up with your turn so I can be crowned the winner.
What does it look like I'm doing, Barack? Don't rush me.
You can't be serious with your scene on last Joe. Are you serious? How many times are you going to get a little fucking number? How are you going to fix it up when Joe ties Donald in a happiness compartment? If Joe takes Donald's crown away, it secures your win for us. With or without the happiness crown, Donald has no chance of beating me. I have way too much money and Donald isn't for the moon.
All right, well, I guess we're going to go to retirement now, Barack.
You got Steven? I got $51,000 and the first one is the retirement machine so that I get $250,000 bonus. Hurry it up with your slow answers. Okay, the results on it, so stop chasing your chest out. And are you seriously not going to take the bucket list? What if there was a chance of you getting a happiness crown? You're considering my luck. I wouldn't get it. I'm okay with this money though, since I can always use more. What the fuck do you really consider your luck? You have been the luckiest player throughout the season. Try more. I deserve that $100,000 from the pension too.
All right, despite how lucky you get, Barack, I still have two crowns. I think I still have a shot regardless of how you want to look at it.
This next interview is coming a lot down. Determine what? I got first fucking place. Stop your fantasizing and hurry it up. We'll see about that. Seriously, Donald, a lunch? Are you trying to get up Joe and fix this? Well, hold on. That's what I was asking to fix this.
I know the gap to the heart crown is closer than I would like, but I'm not trying to spend $100,000 more for extra heart.
That's a smart move, Donald. I probably would have done the same thing. Shut the fuck up, Joe. Nobody asked you to announce for a business. Damn right you didn't fuck with Joe Barack. This game is almost dropping, so just take a deep breath with it. I can take a deep breath when I see the victory screen. But at least you were get a big enough role to get into retirement. Now we should be showing Donald to hurry it up. Patience is key to rock. And I'm going to go with the bucket list so I can realistically compete for the happiness plan. Therefore, I can say, just get you, old man. Yeah, for real. All money, fuck on. I'm still waiting for you to finish up, but you guys are just to see that come with everything, huh? Well, unfortunately, I can't get an after you. Guess I won't be getting a fight plan.
All right, well, I guess I'll be finished up with the math after this turn. I'm thinking of doing the bucket list as well, the possibly snags and happening sound away from Donald. My comeback has been amazing so far. Why are you trying to take that away from me? Because I can put them in balance. I have a good amount of money invested in this investment. If I had the money, I could very well do this thing too. Both of you get your fucking back straight. Neither of you guys are doing this good. This would be a good time to learn how important it is to accept that. If you don't accept something, it'll be tough for you to move forward or on. I'm not even going to pay attention to what you just said. For the past 30 minutes or so, I've been hearing this whole time that how someone so big is going to weakness to me, even though I've had a big week this entire time. Just load it up. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm tired of John and the happiness department. Does it look like I did myself? I think I'm going to look at the what you guys are doing is not going to matter with the big picture. You guys will see what I mean when the results are out. Just a minute for us, you're killing it. Like that. According to that rule, you prefer to land on your salary. You're not getting any more after you. Well, I think that opens the door for you to possibly snag that happiness crown away from Donald. That's only a joke and lands on the right space, though. I guess the 50-50 chance, huh? I just need some good luck for one person, that's all I have. Yeah, my friend won't matter. I'm completely out of it. Just real. I hate to get as much money as I would like, but there's no chance for me getting that happiness crown. Well, I guess it's time to do it soon. Don't see what ends up happening to you. I mean, it's back the fuck off with this happiness crown. Those are the good brothers to be going. I'll let them on the free. The girls are hard enough to do. Fuck yeah. Let's fucking go. That's what a lot of them are going to fucking go. Are you trying to throw? Are you trying to let Donald win? Are you trying to be a bitch? What the fuck? Fuck you, this stupid ass bullshit, Joe. You're right. I'm still going to win regardless. Barack, I have 6 fucking houses to sell. Are you sure you're going to win? Well, you only got $15,000 something in it, so yes, I do think I'm going to win. All right, well, I still got to get the house. Just why? Okay, the profit of $150,000. That's true. I'm pretty sure I still won since I had a fuck ton of money. And your loan is going to be costly this fucking while. I can also get $100,000 from the pension, though. I'm pretty sure I can make something special with it. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter if you get $100,000. But you should even get $100,000, so I definitely want to put the money just to do that. I'm not even going to say anything. I'll just wait until the result. Stay here, check to see what happens. All let me start it up. Total money I'm going to be way ahead. There's no way to cut it. I guess we'll skip out that Barack. Money isn't everything. You look at this thing about fucking money, man, guys. I'm not interested. There's no way to put it. All right, fine. What about the whole attribute store? This is where I start my comeback, right? Did you think that's going to matter, Donald? You're more delusional than I thought. Jesus Christ. What the fuck are you guys doing? Barack? What the fuck do you want, Donald? Show me to the store? You look at the updated store around you. Good luck, phone. Well, you okay? What are you talking about? I want money? Get fucking ready. You fucking serious? I lost the rest of 300 points. Because they're not fucking up. I was one of the scared bullshit. Fuck all this. Fuck everything. Come on, Barack. Regardless of how you want to look at it, you want to succeed in those issues bullshit. Joe Biden is my dad. Donald Trump is my dad. George Bush is my daddy. I have 3 daddies, and I love them all. Why not to me so badly? Oh, fuck. Thanks, Dad. That's not amazing. Peace out, boys. Peace out, man. Fuck you all.
Everything is broken. Everything is broken.
of spirits. Join us as we explore 30 of the most haunted battlefields around the world, where the echoes of war still linger. 1. Gettysburg Battlefield, Gettysburg, said. Gettysburg stands as one of the most haunted battlefields in America. The bloodiest battle in the Civil War left over 50,000 casualties, and many believe some souls never left. As twilight settles over the rolling hills, mist swirls, carrying with it whispers of the past. Phantom soldiers, both Union and Confederate, are seen marching through the fog, their spectral forms illuminated by unseen light. The cries of the Union echoes the stillness of the night, while disembodied footsteps crunch on gravel paths. At Devil's Den, one of the most notorious spots, the disheveled soldier is often spotted in the sunlight, only to vanish when approached. Some visitors report hearing cannon fire and gunshots, the unmistakable sounds of battle, despite the silence of the modern landscape. The ghostly figures of fallen men, trapped between worlds, linger where they fell, locked in an eternal struggle. 2. Culloden Battlefield, Inverness, Scotland, UK. The winds howl across the moorlands of Culloden, carrying with them the cries of dying Jacobites. It was here in 1746 that the dreams of Bonnie Prince Charlie and his men were shattered, and the spirits of the slain are said to haunt the land to this day. Visitors have reported seeing the spectral forms of Highland warriors wandering the field, their faces twisted in agony, their tartan-clad bodies bloodied and broken. The ghostly clang of swords and muskets can sometimes be heard in the dead of night, and eerie fogs roll in without warning, blanketing the battlefield in an otherworldly glow. Skip. the clan brazier stone. As if the narrator remembers the violence and suffering of that dark day. Some claim lives in the fissures lying motionless on the ground, only for them to dissolve into the mist as they approach. Here, Antietam battlefield, Sharpsburg, Maryland, USA. Antietam was the site of the single bloodiest day in American history, and it's no surprise that the battlefield is steeped in ghostly legends. The cornfield, where thousands of soldiers died in brutal hand-to-hand combat, is said to be one of the most haunted locations. Visitors speak of a heavy, oppressive feeling, and some claim to hear the groans of the dying carried on the wind. The Dunker Church, a site of refuge during the battle, is often the scene of strange occurrences. Lights flickering, doors slamming, and the unmistakable smell of gunpowder lingering in the air. The nearby sunken room, now known as Bloody Lane, is where many say they've witnessed soldiers covered in blood and dirt, walking aimlessly, trapped in the final moments of their lives. On foggy mornings, the cries of men still seem to rise from the ground, an eternal testament to the horrors that unfolded here.
Not sure yet. We'll see where I am at the deadline.
Chickamauga battlefield, Georgia, USA. Chickamauga is one of the most haunted battlefields in America, but also one of the furious. The battle left over 34,000 men dead, and many believe the spirits of these soldiers still roam the area. The most infamous spirit is Old Green Eyes, a creature with glowing green eyes that has been spotted wandering the battlefield at night. Some claim it's the ghost of a Confederate soldier, while others believe it's something far more sinister.
Probably injuries.
And the sounds of battle, distant cannon fire, cries of the wounded, can still be heard on quiet nights. Near Snodgrass Hill, a cold, natural chill often descends, even in the heat of summer, and many have reported feeling unseen hands on their shoulders or hearing whispered voices in their ears. 5. Waterloo Battlefield, Waterloo, Wallonia, Belgium. The echoes of Napoleon's defeat at Waterloo continue to reverberate through time, as many believe the spirits of those who died in 1815 still haunt the field. The battle was ferocious, with over 50,000 men killed or wounded in a single day. Locals and visitors alike report seeing spectral soldiers marching across
Our
the lane.
scoring and defense are really good.
Their faces with the horror of vision. The Voodoo Farm, a focal point of the battle, is said to be particularly active with paranormal phenomena. Visitors have seen ghostly figures in the windows, and strange sounds, footsteps, voices, and even gunshots have been heard echoing through the empty halls. At night, the fields are sometimes bathed in an eerie glow, and the sound of galloping horses and the clash of steel lingers in the cold, damp air. 6. Vancouver battlefield, Stirling, Scotland, UK. Vancouver is remembered for one of Scotland's greatest victories, but the constant lives, the siege, and the souls of the fallen are said to linger on the battlefield. The clash of steel and the cries of the dying are still recorded by those brave enough to visit after dark. Some have seen the ghostly image of Robert the Bruce on horseback, leading his army to victory, while others report seeing phantom foot soldiers, their faces pale and drawn, wandering in the distance. A dense fog sometimes rolls in, even on clear days, and within that fog, shadows move, unseen figures locked in an endless battle. The surrounding woods are said to be haunted by restless spirits and the distant sound of bagpipes, playing a mournful tune. Occasionally drifts through the trees, reminding all who hear it of the lives lost in the struggle for Scottish independence. Battle of Little Bighorn, Proficiency, Montana, USA. The Battle of Little Bighorn, where General Custer and his men met their tragic end, is one of America's most notorious haunted battlefields. The plains where the battle took place are said to be filled with the restless spirits of both Native American warriors and U.S. cavalrymen. Witnesses have reported seeing bending soldiers on horseback, riding silently across the landscape, only to disappear into the horizon. Disembodied voices often speaking in the open, and the soon, after the name, and some visitors feel an overwhelming sense of sorrow as they walk through the grounds. The area near Custer's last stand is particularly active, with reports of ghostly figures standing motionless in the tall grass, as if watching the sound of battle, gunfire, shouting, and the thundering of hooves sometimes fills the air.
Oh my god!
Flash that occurred so long ago. Enjoy my talk over February and February. You know, it's like every year just a blind. It's important. Hey, some battlefield, some focus on front. The haunting of the Sun battlefield is one of the most chilling reminders of the horrors of World War I. Here, more than 1 million men perished, caught in the relentless nightmare of bloodshed. Today, visitors often report a bone-chilling atmosphere, with old women fixably carrying the anguished cries of the lost souls who once roamed these fields. At night, the land is said to come alive with ghostly figures, soldiers with hollow eyes their uniforms scattered, scuffling through the trenches. Some of them with some men standing at the edge of the trenches, staring silently into the darkness before dancing. The area of the Bomb Memorials is especially active, with people hearing distant gunfires, and those on shots are fired. In a quiet, broken landscape, the spirits of the fallen seem to walk in the never-ending march of despair. 9. Verdun Battlefield, Verdun, Grand Est, France. Verdun was a battle of attrition, with over 700,000 soldiers lost in one of the longest and most devastating engagements of World War I. The ground is soaked with the blood of those who perished, and many believe that the souls of the dead still linger here, unable to find peace. Visitors have reported hearing the sound of footsteps behind them, only to turn and find nothing but the desolate landscape. Phantom voices crying. The land itself seems to me, and no matter how hard I try, the sorrow for them never be escaped. 10. Gallipoli Battlefield, Gallipoli Peninsula, Germany. The Gallipoli campaign was marked by disastrous failure and staggering losses, with tens of thousands of soldiers, both Allied and Ottoman, dying in futile attacks. Today, the Gallipoli Peninsula is a place where spirits are said to wander, forever trapped by the memory of the battle's horrors. On quiet nights, visitors report hearing the faint cries of soldiers calling for help or mourning their lost comrades. At Anzac Cove, where Australian and New Zealand troops made their ill-fated landing, phantom figures have been seen moving silently along the shore, their forms barely distinguishable from the mist. The sound of footsteps, marching in formation, sometimes echoes across the hills, followed by a sharp, oppressive silence that feels as though the battlefield has momentarily come alive once more. 11. Fredericksburg Battlefield, Fredericksburg, Virginia, USA. The Battle of Fredericksburg was an unimaginable massacre, with thousands of men falling in brutal waves. Today, the battlefield is known for its haunting apparitions and eerie phenomena. At various heights where Confederate forces held their ground against Union soldiers in a futile charge, visitors often report seeing shadowy figures marching up the hill, only to disappear before reaching the top. Old spots appear without warning, and some have felt the touch of invisible hands gripping their shoulders or arms. The sound of cannon fire and rifle shots, all in long silence, sometimes echoes through the trees, as if the battle is being played endlessly. Some visitors have even claimed to have seen soldiers Union and Confederate, lying in the grass, as though waiting for orders that will never come. 12. Shiloh Battlefield, Shiloh, Tennessee, USA. At Shiloh, the ground is said to be haunted by the souls of the 23,000 men who died in the two-day battle in April 1862. Shiloh is one of the most famous haunted Civil War sites, with stories of spectral soldiers wandering the woods and fields. Visitors have seen figures in gray and blue uniforms, their faces twisted in fear and pain, marching silently through the trees. Many claim to have heard the distant sound of drums, the orders of officers, and the screams of soldiers in the midst of battle. At the infamous Bloody Pond, where the wounded and dying were left to bleed into the water, it is said that the water sometimes takes on a red hue, as though the blood of the fallen has never fully been washed away. The feeling of being watched is overwhelming, and many claim to have been followed by unseen presences as they walk the fields. 13. Battlefield, Mechanicsville, Virginia, USA. Oak Harbor is infamous for being the site of one of the bloodiest and most futile battles of the American Civil War. Thousands of soldiers died in vain, and their restless spirits are said to remain forever doomed to walk the land. At dusk, shadowy figures are often seen moving along the edge of the battlefield, appearing as faint outlines of soldiers who were never able to find peace. Some visitors claim to have heard the distinct sound of a bugle playing a martial tune, only to find no one around. At times the air grows unnaturally cold, and the smell of gunpowder and blood fills the nostrils, a stark reminder of the battle's horrors. Disembodied voices murmuring in agony are reported by many, adding to the battlefield's chilling reputation. 14th Manassas Battlefield, Manassas, Virginia, USA. The site of two major battles in the Civil War, the Manassas Battlefield is steeped in ghostly tales. The ground here is said to be soaked with the blood of over 22,000 men, and the restless souls of soldiers who perished in the heat of battle are believed to wander the fields. Visitors frequently report seeing figures in Union and Confederate uniforms, their forms blurred as they walk the historic paths. Cannon fire, so long silent, or sometimes be heard in the distance, along with the galloping of unseen horses. At night, the air becomes thick with a sense of foreboding, and strange lights have been seen floating in the trees, like the torches of ancient spectral armies. At Henryville, where the first battle of Bull Run took place, men have felt the sharp sting of unseen bullets, or the rush of a phantom cavalry charge. 15. Descended on the battlefield, KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa. The battlefield in Sandawang, where the Zulu army decisively defeated the British in 1879, is one of the most haunted sites in South Africa. The ground here is steeped in blood, and many believe the spirits of the fallen Zulu warriors and British soldiers still wander the plains. On certain nights, visitors hear the war cries of the Zulu, their voices rising from the earth like a primal scream. Some say they can see the shadowy figures of warriors running through the grass, their bodies disappearing into the landscape. At the foot of the hill, where the British made their final stand, a heavy but oppressive energy lingers, and many visitors report feeling as though they are being watched by unseen eyes. The wind often carries the faint sound of drums, and strange lights are seen moving across the battlefield, as though reenacting the last moments of the fateful clash.
I just felt like the word typing it real live. Nice.
Bosworth Field, Leicestershire, England, UK. Bosworth Field is the blood of the Wars of the Roses, marking the final confrontation III and Henry Tudor in 1485. The field is said to be haunted by the specters of soldiers who fell in this pivotal battle, their souls trapped in a cycle of vengeance and regret. As dusk descends, the sound of clashing swords and battle cries pierces the stillness. Locals recount tales of a ghostly figure clad in armor, believed to be Richard himself, wandering the battlefield, searching for his lost belongings. Witnesses have reported seeing the spectral forms of knights engaged in combat, their ethereal swords shimmering in the twilight. The landscape is often shrouded in mist, blending in otherworldly warmth, and strange lights flicker in the distance, resembling corpses carried by long-dead soldiers. Visitors frequently feel an eerie chill, as if the weight of history presses down upon them. Whispers of betrayal and loss swirl through the air, and many who walk the battlefield meet with a profound sense of unease, haunted by the ghosts of those who fought and died for power. Saratoga Battlefield, Stillwater, USA. The site of a crucial turning point in the American Revolutionary War, Saratoga Battlefield is said to be one of the most haunted locations in the United States. Here, the cries of the wounded and dying resonate in the air, a chilling reminder of the brutal conflict that raged in 1777. As night falls, ghostly figures, clad in the uniforms of Continental soldiers, have been reported marching silently through the woods. Visitors describe the feeling of being watched, and the distinct sound of musket fire often echoes across the landscape, even in the dead of night. Some claim to have encountered the spirit of General McDonald, wandering the ground, his expression one of despair as he contemplates his defeat. The ground feels charged with energy, and the presence of those who fought fiercely for their ideals is palpable. Near the famous Freeman Farm, where much of the battle took place, orbs of lights have been seen floating illuminating the darkest night. The air becomes thick with the tension and mystery, and the sobering realization of the sacrifices made lingers long after one leaves. Albert Hill Battlefield in McDonough, Virginia, USA. Albert Hill, the site of the final battle of the 7 Days Battle during the Civil War, has earned a reputation as a haunted landscape, rife with the echoes of the past. Over 5,000 soldiers were killed or wounded here in July of 1863, and the remnants of their suffering seem to linger in the air. As visitors traverse the battlefield, they often report feeling an inexplicable heaviness, as if the land itself is weighed down by the pain of those who fought. Shadowy figures have been seen moving among the trees, their forms indistinct yet hauntingly familiar. On quiet nights, the sound of cannon fire and the cries of wounded men can be heard drifting on the wind, as if the battle is being replayed in a spectral loop. Many have experienced frostbite, and the sensation of unseen hands brushing against their skin. The distant outline of a general has been spotted, believed in the spirit of General McClellan, surveying the field in a somber expression. The air is thick with an aura of sorrow, and it feels as though time itself has become unhinged, trapping the souls of the fallen in a never-ending cycle of despair. 19. Cowden Battlefield, Cowden, North Yorkshire, England. Cowden Battlefield is notorious for being the site of the bloodiest battle fought on English soil during the Wars of the Roses in 1461. With an estimated 28,000 men dead, the field is a veritable graveyard of anguish. Locals often recount tales of ghostly knights roaming the landscape, their armor clanking softly in the stillness of the night. Visitors have reported hearing the chilling sounds of battle, screams, swords clashing, and thunder hooves, as if the carnage were still unfolding. At dawn, the mist often envelops the field, and spectral figures appear, reenacting the final moments of their lives. Some claim to have witnessed the ghostly image of the surgeon, King Edward IV, standing vigil over the battleground, his expression a mix of determination and sorrow. The air is thick with the scent of blood and smoke, and an overwhelming sense of tragedy permeates the landscape. Those who wander the battlefield often leave with a tragedy, with the ghost ghosts of those who fought valiantly lingering in its hallowed halls. In 1836, a small group of Texan defenders met their fate against overwhelming Mexican forces, and the bloodshed that occurred here is said to have left a lasting imprint on the land. Visitors often report feeling a cold chill.
It gave us lots of feeling. He would destroy civilization, and we would be reduced to a fraction of our total population. Also, if you take away 8% of land, you see it all the point of the doctor and the chemical. This problem is it's really understood and lots of people start.
Manifestations of bitter care and experiencing so many gifts and temperatures, especially near the chapel descending to the center. The sound of canary fire and gun fragments echoes through the night, followed by the haunting cries of soldiers calling for help. Some have even claimed to see the spirits of Davy Crockett and James Bowie. Their forms barely continue to go from the shadows, still standing guard over the site. The atmosphere is charged with emotion, and the air is thick with the scent of gunpowder, as if the battle was still fresh in memory. As night descends, ghostly figures move through the courtyard, their faces reflecting the bravery and desperation of those who fought to the end, reminding all who visit that the spirit of the animals will never fade. 21st. Now that was battlefield, what happened for English UK. Now that is the site of the decisive battle in the Civil War in 1645. It's steeped in ghostly tales that echo the conflict between parliamentarians and loyalists. The field is said to be haunted by the spirits of soldiers who fell, their lives extinguished in the brutal struggle for power. As night falls, the landscape transforms, with fog rolling in and obscuring the ground where blood once soaked the soil. Visitors often report strange occurrences, whispers carried by the wind and the sound of distant trumpets heralding the charge of special cavalry. Sometimes they see figures in hooded cloaks marching across the field, their faces pale and expressionless, lost in the turmoil of the air grows thick with tension, and an overwhelming sense of sorrow reigns in the atmosphere. Nearby, the remnants of an old church are said to be a focal point for supernatural activity, with stories of ghostly apparitions appearing in the shadows. Those who dare to walk the battlefield at night often leave with a sense of unease, feeling the weight of history pressing down upon them. July 2nd, Ashlandale Battlefield, West Flanders, Belgium. Ashlandale remains synonymous with the horrors of World War I, as the only place where the ghosts of the past lingered long after the guns fell silent. The battlefield, marked by blood and suffering, saw countless soldiers perish in the competition. Visitors to Ashlandale often report an overwhelming sense of sadness as they traverse the landscape, haunted by the specters of those who lost their lives. Ghostly figures have been spotted trudging through the mud, their uniforms tattered and faces gaunt, a chilling reminder of the futility of war. As the sun sets, the air fills with the sounds of distant artillery and the cries of the wounded, echoing the anguish of the past. Many claim to have seen flickering lights in the trenches, believed to be the spirits of soldiers searching for their lost comrades. The earth itself seems to breathe with the memories of the fallen, and visitors often use it over a sense of loss, feeling the weight of the tragedy that unfolded on these very grounds. 23rd, Dien Bien Phu Battlefield, Dien Bien, Vietnam. The battlefield of Dien Bien Phu is a ghostly monument to one of the most brutal conflicts in the Indochina War, where the Viet Minh Army decisively defeated French forces in 1954. The trenches and bunkers that immediately into this vast valley are said to be haunted by restless spirits, unable to let go of the horrors they witnessed. Visitors who explore these remnants of war often report feeling an oppressive weight in the air, as if the atmosphere itself is laden with sorrow and loss. It's not uncommon for tourists and locals alike to hear the muffled echoes of distant gunfire and the low, mournful cries of soldiers calling for their comrades. The faint scent of gunpowder sometimes lingers unexpectedly, battle from another time. At the twilight hour, ghostly figures are seen along the ruins of French bunkers, their faces going, uniforms tattered, and expressions hollow. Some claim to have encountered the spirit of General de Castries himself, surveying the remains of the battlefields with a sorrowful gaze, as if contemplating the futility of war. The silence in the valley is thick, only broken by the whispers of the dead, eternally bound to the land that became their graves. July 4th, Blue Ridge Battlefield, Garfield, Arkansas, USA. The Battle of Blue Ridge was one of the most significant engagements in the American Civil War. The site has long been known for its haunted reputation. The ghosts of the soldiers who fought and died here are said to roam the battlefield, unable to find peace. Visitors often describe a strange, lingering energy as they explore the fields and forests, as if the air is charged with the emotions of those who once fought fiercely for their lives. At the Elkhorn Tavern, the focal point of the battle, shadowy figures are sometimes seen moving silently through the old building, their forms blending into mid-light. The distinct sound of wiping boots and the rustle of uniforms occasionally break the stillness, though the looking person is nearby. Those who dare to venture deeper into the woods report hearing disembodied voices, speaking in hushed tones, as if the ghosts of Confederate and Union soldiers are still engaged in an endless debate. The cries of the wounded and the shouts of officers can sometimes be heard.
Alright guys, let's go ahead. So our roundabout was not in stock today, so we had to go those bottles.
Drifting on the wind, adding to the unsettling atmosphere. Many visitors leave with a sense of dread, feeling as though they have encountered the souls of the fallen, forever tied to the land. 25. Perryville Battlefield, Perryville, Kentucky, USA. The Perryville Battlefield, site of a pivotal battle during the American Civil War in 1862, is steeped in haunting history. The clash between Union and Confederate forces resulted in significant casualties, and many believe the spirits of the fallen soldiers remain tethered to the land. Visitors frequently report strange occurrences as they walk the fields where thousands once fought. The air is often thick with a sense of despair, and the sound of distant gunfire can occasionally be heard, echoing through the trees as if the battle is replaying in an endless loop. At dusk, ghostly figures in gray blue uniforms have been spotted wandering the hills, their expressions a haunting blend of sorrow and rage. Some have claimed to hear whispered conversations among the shadows, as though the soldiers are still strategizing their next moves. The historic Hart County Courthouse, which served as a hospital during the battle, is particularly notorious for its paranormal activity. Ghostly apparitions and unexplained cold spots are common, leaving visitors chilled to the bone. The landscape, marked by sorrow and loss, carries an unsettling energy, reminding all who visit of the fierce struggles fought on its soil. July 6th, Palmetto Ranch Battlefield, Cameron County, Texas, USA. The Palmetto Ranch Battlefield is often overshadowed in American history, but it bears the weight of a haunting legacy. This site marks the final battle of the Civil War, fought on May 13, 1865. After the official surrender of Confederate forces, the conflict resulted in the deaths of both Union and Confederate soldiers. Many of them were unaware that the war had ended. Visitors to Palmetto Ranch often speak of an unsettling atmosphere that hangs over the area. The air is heavy with an inexplicable sorrow, as if the very ground mourns for the lives lost in a futile struggle. At dusk, shadowy figures are reported moving silently among the palm trees, their forms almost ethereal, as if they are locked in an eternal reenactment of the tragic events that transpired. The sound of distant gunfire sometimes breaks the stillness of the night, sending shivers down the spine. In the early morning fog, the cries of soldiers can be faintly heard, drifting through the air like a chilling lament. Some visitors have felt an eerie sensation of being watched, as if the spirits of the fallen are lingering, still tied to the land where they met their fate. The battlefield serves as a poignant reminder reminder of the cost of war and the restless spirits that roam the grounds embody the tragic history of Toledo Ranch. 27. Fort Donaldson Battlefield, Stewart County, Tennessee, USA. Fort Donaldson Battlefield, next to location during the American Civil War, is infamous for its haunting echoes of the past. The battle, fought in February 1862, marked a significant Union victory, resulting in the capture of thousands of Confederate soldiers. This site, where courage met chaos, is now said to be a hotspot for paranormal activity. Visitors often describe a palpable sense of unease as they traverse the grounds, feeling as though unseen had been watching their every move. The chilling sounds of distant cannon fire and the muffled cries of wounded soldiers frequently disturb the silence, pulling visitors back into the tragic history of the battlefield. At the Dover Hotel, which served as a hospital during the conflict, ghostly apparitions have been reported wandering the halls, their faces etched with the pain of their last moments. Some claim to have seen spectral figures in Confederate gray drifting through the surrounding woods, lost in the throes of battle. The eerie mist that often blankets the area adds to the unsettling atmosphere, obscuring the landscape and leaving a lingering sense of dread. Those brave enough to stay after dark have recounted encounters with the spirits of soldiers, their whispers carried on the wind, recounting stories of valor and there. Fort Donaldson stands as a point of honor and sacrifice and sorrow, where the spirits of the fallen continue to run, forever tied to the land. Yorktown Battlefield, Yorktown, Virginia, USA. Yorktown Battlefield, a pivotal site during the American Revolutionary War, holds up on visitors to the battlefield often describe a palpable energy that hangs in the air, thick with the weight of history. As twilight descends, the sounds of distant cannon fire and the faint clattering of horses can be heard echoing through the fields, as if the past is unwilling to fade into oblivion. In the early morning fog, ghostly figures have been spotted moving silently among the trees, their silhouettes flickering in and out of view. The old forts and fences remnants of the conflict are particularly active, with reports of soldiers in tattered uniforms wandering the grounds, their expressions a mixture of determination and despair. Some visitors have experienced chilling cracks and unexplained cold spots, often feeling sudden heaviness in the air that leaves them breathless. The presence of the past is undeniable, with whispers of long-forgotten memories and the cries of resisted echoing in the wind. Yorktown Battlefield remains a solemn reminder of sacrifice and courage, where the spirits of those who fought for freedom continue to roam, standing tied to the land that witnessed their struggle. Stones River Battlefield, Mercury Soil, Tennessee, USA. The Stones River Battlefield is a haunting reminder of one of the bloodiest battles of the American Civil War, fought between December 31st, 1862, and January 2nd, 1863. This site, where over 24,000 soldiers were killed, wounded, or missing, is steeped in sorrow and spectral tales. Visitors often report an unsettling atmosphere that hangs over the landscape, as if the weight of the past presses heavily upon those who walk the grounds. The air is thick with a palpable energy, and the distant sounds of cannon fire can sometimes be heard, echoing through the valley, as if the battle is being replayed for eternity. At the infamous Hell's Half Acre, where fierce fighting took place, ghostly figures in blue and gray have been spotted, their expressions frozen in time, caught in the throes of battle. The historic Stones River National Cemetery, where many soldiers are laid to rest, is continually active with reports of disembodied voices and shadowy apparitions. Visitors have claimed to feel an inexplicable chill as they walk along the gravestones, often accompanied by the sensation of being watched. Some have even recounted chilling encounters with the spirits of the fallen, who seem to beckon from the shadows, sharing their stories of courage and sacrifice. As night falls, the battlefield becomes a canvas for the ghosts of the past, where the echoes of sorrow and valor intermingle, reminding all who visit of the sacrifices made on this hallowed ground. Glory to the Past Battlefield, Santa Fe, New Mexico, USA. The glory of a past battlefield, often dubbed the Gettysburg of the West, is steeped in a thrilling history that echoes through the majestic landscapes of New Mexico. Fought in March 1862 during the American Civil War, this pivotal battle was crucial in determining the control of the Southwest. As Union and Confederate forces clashed amid the rugged terrain, the battlefield became a site of immense bloodshed and despair. Visitors to glory in the past often describe a heavy atmosphere that envelops the area, as if the spirits of those who fought are forever intertwined with the land. The haunting whispers of soldiers can be heard on the wind, their voices carrying tales of valor and sacrifice. Many who tread the paths report feeling an inexplicable chill, accompanied by creeping shadows darting between the trees, hinting at the presence of the fallen. The sounds of distant gunfire and the thud of boots can sometimes be heard, as though the battle is playing in an endless cycle. At the historic glory of the past site, remnants of the camp and fortifications still stand, where ghostly figures in Union and Confederate environments inspired wandering aimlessly, drafting the memories of their final stand. The eerie stillness of the night is often punctuated by the scent of gunpowder, awakening long-buried memories of the fierce fight. Glory in the past remains a powerful testament to the sacrifices made in the name of the cause, where the spirits of the brave continue to haunt the landscape, eternally linked to the tumultuous events of their time. These battlefields stand as silent witnesses to history, but for some they are more than just remnants of
I'm not sure if we'll get to see your boy King John today.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. There's a good amount of trainers left though, right?
Since I am the Pokemon Master, I know that there are rocket drones in the final four of this Pokemon battle. So to answer your question, John, there are indeed more trainers. And what they don't think do, but don't pull the fucking Pokemon Master to know that there are rocket drones in this battle. It's literally a huge rocket drone kid in Alabama. They're pretty energy that we got to be pretty good at. It's so we can get the Pokemon fleet so we can wake up and slow down and dropping off multiple routes. That will help us progress with the game.
Okay, I got it, Joe. Thanks for that. That's my guy. I didn't put in as much time in this generation of Pokemon as I did with other games.
You want kids on me? You still know the Pokemon for the most.
I played home the most, so when we get to that playthrough, I'll be more than happy to guide us to victory.
Sounds good. We're still undecided as to what the play has. It could be hard going, soul food, or endless. All I know is the gym shoots back. It's time to focus up to the battle against metal. Yeah, you're good. By the way, do you want to catch this now, yeah?
I don't even think you're ever second to it, because it's doing the spirit around.
God fucking see, I'm not like that to be fucking people. I gotta be good at the spirit.
Why are you doing all this fighting stuff?
One fucking video and exactly kill off every single Pokemon in our party. Find us the big picture with a couple of blue plays.
That's a good strategy, Durlock. No need to go back to the purification zone if you don't need to. It's just a waste of time. David, the barrel rack is just an instant locking door. How fucking hear they kill barrel rack like that? You better go fuck them up after this, Durlock.
Don't worry, Donald. I will do just that. We have to put the entirety of our engine of substations down and just keep it rolling so we can have an ass business.
He's fucking cooking Durlock. We literally go through the shit out of the rocket drums and when I play last and they're still doing it. Go off stage. I can't believe I'm saying this, but guys, go off stage. You fucking rocket drums up. Thanks for it.
We can go out the door. We're definitely going to do the past women and then again. Let's do this. You just don't have to ask things right.
Probably not. There's a fucking lunch. So probably it's not as a good luck.
Well, there's a fucking feedback. But there's a fucking matter with the rock. We're mixing your camera with the thunder dude and fuck it up. Thanks for there's no senior issue. These are some facts that you because they're pathetic and feedback. For real, I wish we could use Thunderbolt on the actual drug itself if that's what they're after. Well. I guess the front actually has something different in rollback. It doesn't fucking matter. It's such a fucking beast, and it's the one big thing in the garden. Yeah, we'll give it the nice experience stuff to do it. Well, man, that's one hell of a way to fucking get up the line. On to the next bit. You mean drum down? Nah, fuck that. They don't need the word to be called that. They should be called kids only. Thunderbolts on them. Back. We'll go off then, Donald. Let's see what this bit has been. Nothing special, of course. Just a coffee and judge you get electrocuted to death. By the way, boys, I think I'm going to switch the needle in after I'm finished with this bit and you'll see the bodies you never saw before by then. I'm surprised that it leveled up that quick. Yeah, that's fine with me. Short is actually not that much left up to consider it to be training in the fight. We only take it to be the same level as our other Pokemon. Yeah, that's true. They're all fucking serious. How the fuck did that stupid looking ground deny the Thunderbolt? Actually, I'm not surprised. That stupid accident actually has a rich set of defense stats, and it's not significantly lower levels than us. Not one shot in the Pokemon this whole time I've been playing actually made that feel like a fucking challenge. It's a fucking weird play. I agree with that feeling like a challenge because everything else is going to go wrong. That being said, we've got one last chip to take care of. Let's do this for us. I'm going to do exactly that plus more. And this time it will be with Pluto. We're so ready to take the fucking Pluto. Well, there's fucking one of the one so right. It's definitely efficient. I can get the independence of the money without being around. So that was even fucking close. Let's get it up to just get it down. Get we'll see. I'm so fucking surprised to see another fucking do that. This is one track and shit. You think that they make the last enemy the hardest one, right? This dude is actually a fucking crash. They're still losing up the road. You know what you look at that? It's a little hotter. We got a fucking focus up, boys. It's fucking right. Oh, no, fucking way. There's all time. I have to deal with it. Boom, this thing doesn't matter to me. I guess it's what he said after all this do. I'm not entertaining this conversation. I'm just taking on this thing. Well, that's officially done with all the trainers in the Pokemon Tower. What you guys think about being played? Well, got the job done, no Pokemon about training, everything in this problem. Good shit.
Oh my god.
Don't worry about it. You can take the 30%. One definitely the Jonathan and right you would be correct, Joe. I got to do a few things with the girl so I have to call it tonight. I'm super excited to see Donald next time we play though, since we'll be accomplishing a lot. You're right about that, Rock. You're also going to be telling the team and adding to the party from him. You're going to be stolen from eggs and meat. Guess we'll just have to wait to find out. It's about damn time. I know I'm getting old and I forget shit, but I forget how long this has even been a question for. I'm glad that we're adding another team member to our party as well. Our team is really coming together. Well, I hope you guys like my decision. That being said, I'm going to hop off for now. I'll talk to you guys soon. Sounds good, Rock. We'll just put each other up in the group chat to figure out when the next time we can play here. Until next time, boys. Like always, we're one step closer to becoming Pokemon fans. Peace out, boys. All right, boys, it's my turn to play. I'm just going to get straight into it. Sounds good. I'm super excited to today to finally be able to rock the side for the things to use the floor around. The decision will be really helping us to both Pokemon service huge service to our party. I hope you guys are loving my decision. I will just say this real quick for Rock. Ever since our team has been coming together, I've been sharing lessons to which Pokemon get choose between the two in the last slot on the team, since both Pokemon are great. And nothing can actually decision. Thanks for that, Bill. I'm sure everybody's surprised for you both. Oh, good one, Ron. If you step in our CM case, Donald, you will see a Shadow Ball CM, a Blank and Thunderbolt CM. Those took a while to get, so I hope those come standing. I bet they did for us. You came in the question code. It's definitely going to come in handy. That thing will become even stronger. Good job for us. Yeah, for sure for us. We didn't have to do that, but we did it anyway. We appreciate that big time. That being said, I'm going to keep shadows on to our Joe team and Thunderbolts and our Nico team. Any objections?
No objections here. I think that'll be perfect for those two. What do you think, Joe?
No issue with me. Go for it, man.
By the way, Donald, how far do you plan on progressing today?
Well, I want to do a couple of things. The first thing is to get the new things tomorrow so that we can more convenient to get around. And then I want to go through the pipe with us so that our meeting ready to come back. I think that should be enough for today. What do you guys think?
That's a pretty good plan. If that means get selected, that will ensure that the future good battle.
I guess it does. Don't worry about my team next time. Let's just pay attention to Donald. It's been a while since we played.
Yeah, I guess the last thing you did was to sell it on Jim, huh?
You would be right, Milan. And just like how I told you during my tournament, I will do the same this time.
Around. Wait, what? Why don't you just say how you're planning on spending your team up?
Some kind of fish Donald. Spit it out. Okay, fine. My objective is to involve some millions of dollars in the whole world. I forgot. Yes, my guys are back boys. Tell me going to come in. Okay, Joe. I'm going to chill out. Prove that, Donald. The best Pokemon ever is coming. How am I supposed to contain my feelings and excitement? This whole time I've been waiting patiently for it to grow up. Now it'll be coming in.
Christ. Victor's hurt again.
My bad, Donald, for how you're trying to train up our team. That we could have done. We could have prevented it.
It's fine for us. There's nothing that we could have done about it anyway. But in the meantime, you guys should enjoy watching this nine-tailed and Rapidash get thunderbolted by both of our goated Pokemon.
Speaking of Thunderbolt, that's a great move on leadership. It covers so many typings that it's great against its own weakness in water. Once leadership gets a complete boost set, it could very well be our best Pokemon.
I expect you were all into a Charizard is going to be our best Pokemon. It's the best Pokemon ever. It's regular for us. We don't have to respond to that in the meantime. We're just going to get the name drive.
Sounds good, Donald. Unfortunately, we'll be doing more from Joe, but just keep in mind that this whole subdivision evolution thing is a one-time thing, so once it's over, it's over.
Okay, you can say whatever you want to say, Laurent. But that doesn't change the fact that you have to tell us right now so that we're getting Snorlax or Execute in order for Donald to get to the bike path. There's a Snorlax in the way, so we need to know now. Yeah, for real, Laurent. I can't believe that we're finally going to get an answer to that question because it's been so long that the conversation was brought up. That being said, the moment of truth, Laurent, who do you think?
Okay, I just want to preface my comments that this was a super hard decision to make. Donald, you said the right things with regards to the Southern Tigers being overpowered in this trip. And Joe, you said the right things with regards to having a tank-like Pokemon that are fitting with all the damage we got.
Okay, so what you going to do for us?
I decided that we would be having no Donald. I understand the trivia stuff, but please trust me that this is not an information.
Shut the hell up, Laurent.
You said the hell up with Joe.
Snorlax is just an overrated Pokemon.
I'm telling you,
This is like 400 for my team.
Donald.
What, Laurent?
I'm sorry for not picking executive, but just understand that Snorlax is not a trash Pokemon by any means.
Fact.
Joe has the most experience in this game out of the three of us. And if he suggests that the Elite Four will be extremely tough, then we'll need a tank to help restore order to our team by utilizing Potion and Revive. Besides, Snorlax has good stats as well.
Continue preaching it, Laurent. Okay, Joe. You got what you wanted, but you don't need to rub it in my face. Since I am the one playing the emulator right now, I think it's the mission.
Okay, that's fair enough. Donald just get the Pokemon and running. What do you think, Joe?
I mean, I guess that's okay. It better be a good news. Oh, don't worry about that, Joe. I know exactly what you call it.
Well, this doesn't sound good.
Don't you dare, Donald. I know you didn't get executive on the team, but you don't have to take it out on me. Talk to that, Joe. You are the one rubbing it in my face by commenting your feelings on my back. When the rock is trying to explain how he works with Snorlax. For that, I think you need a female Joe. Are you serious right now, Donald? Stop it. Come on, Donald. Think this through. Are you serious right now? You literally said that I was about to dictate whatever thing you didn't put executives. It's time for you to stop comedy show in order to make it realize that you shouldn't even get whatever you want to come. Are you fucking serious right now, Donald? So stop. Go fuck off for a second, Rock. Because this is big. You're notified that everything that's been handed to me in my life. How fucking serious are you? I'm not the one who bragged about getting a small loan of $1 million. I'm not the one who grew up in this community. I've had plenty of challenges in my life, bitch, and you think that I've gotten everything willing to me in your ways and fucking stupid. Okay, I'm going to need for the both of you guys to shut the fuck up. This is literally Pokemon, guys. We don't need to be arguing like this. I thought we got past this already. We haven't argued like this in a while. Make him apologize to me, Barack. Fuck that. To a personal level. Okay, you know what? Both of you guys need to apologize right now. Go. Apologize to me for rubbing the fact how I baked Solak in his face. Hey, Donald. Apologize to Joe for taking this shit to a personal level. Thank you. Right now. All right, fine. I'm sorry for taking this to a personal level since I was upset and rejected or not being sick. I didn't mean to attack you like that and hope you could forgive me for it. Thank you for that, Donald. Joe, what do you have to say? Okay, I forgive you, Donald. I'm also sorry for rubbing it in your face and Snorlax and Trojan instead of executive. I just got too excited and I didn't think about what was going through your mind with Snorlax and Trojan. That's my bad. I appreciate that, Joe. We're all good, right? Yeah, we're all good. Thank fucking God for that. This whole place is a bunch of the shit that we do not apologize to each other. I apologize to mine as well. I figured this is going to make someone upset regardless of who I pick. We're all good to rock. Now that we can talk about the game again. I'm glad that Donald is training up our Carmelians to level 36. Charizard is just be a beast overall. And we'll add another level of strength to our team. And that is exactly why I'm taking it up to level 36. My plan is to have it evolve. And then I'll try to train up Snorlax as much as I can. That's a good idea, Donald. It will be tough to train up Snorlax here, so I'm not going to lie. Some of the bunkers have fighting types. To be honest, I was just expecting to employ types on their group. It is what it is. I'll still try regardless. Speaking of Chameleon's evolution, what more trainers to see it to be? Oh, God! Yeah! Finally, time for Chameleon to grow up in the Sugar. I'm so excited. What is it? I don't know if I can say anymore. You're going to need to find a way to pay the show. I don't know if it's just something after seeing Chameleon involved. You get a cool bag. For the love of God, Joe, try your best with regards to continuing the feeling. Thank you. I'm trying my best to no further to evolve it. Experience versus slowly. I don't have much of a thing. Trying to do that. You're not going to get the lost cause, huh? You'll be right about that, Donald. At least it's only evolving one time, so you just have to put up with it once. And there it is, boy! Charmeleon will be evolving. It's coming. Okay, what the actual fuck was that? I'm feeling so much later. I take the case. He's coming over the... Wait, what the fuck? Are you fucking serious right now, Donald? Why would you do that? Don't you care for my feelings? My feelings are coming, and you just took it away from me. Okay, Donald, why the fuck did you do that? What the fuck is going on? Explain yourself immediately. Oh, my bad. Fuck, you know? That's a serious thing. This is just the red guard. Okay. Come on. I'll remember this. Then for the city medicine, understand you fucking breath. You understand? Yes, I understand that. You see, she's got Donald. You make no use of shit. Sorry for this explain. Fuck off with this bullshit, Donald. I was neutral with the guy's initial argument, but now this is just flat out bullshit, Donald. This is toxic. After this fucking battle, you will use a fucking rare candy on something, and you will apologize to Joe. You fucking understand this. This is not a request. This is a demand. Okay, fine, you're right, Barack. I will do just that after we complete this battle. You better. But Joe, how are you feeling right now? Is everything okay? Yeah, I think everything is okay now, Rob. I didn't expect that from my senile ass acting fucking weird as hell. Okay, it's good to hear. By the way, Donald, don't you have something that you'd like to say to Glenn? Joe, I'm so sorry for you for feeling like that. After everything that just happened, I didn't want it to turn out like that, but it did. For that, I am very sorry. I hope that you can forgive me. What do you think, Joe? Well, to be honest, Donald, you said you were sorry last time, but you still pulled this shit. If you truly do feel sorry, then you will do what the Rock said and involve in Carmelian with a rare thing, so I get my moment. After that, everything will be good. Sounds good, Joe. I will do that once the battle finishes up. And again, I'm sorry. Holy fucking shit. I don't want to get myself credit, but if I wasn't to be here again, I feel like this is the end of our friendship. It's not great to be that for Rock. Thanks for keeping the boys together. I appreciate that. Same here, Rock. You don't normally get the credit for being the mediator, but you definitely deserve to get the fucking credit for it. Good shit. Thanks for that, guys. But now, for the actual moment of truth. So I'm really going to look for fun and stuff like that. Don't worry, Rock. I got you this time. Let's go. Here's your evolution. You deserve this. Okay, so far, so good. I'm feeling your back. Star Guardian coming back. I love this. I love everything about this. Oh, fuck. Thank you for keeping your word, Donovan. Don't problem, Ron. It was the least that I could do. It's coming. It's here. The best Pokemon of all time. Yes. Finally. Fuck. Okay, Jim. Now that you got your evolution, you can sit out with the feelings for a bit. No worries, Rock. I had to let out what I had to let out. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to finally see Charizard fly. This will be super useful for just getting around places. Yeah, that'll be super convenient. But even I have to admit, Donald, seeing Charizard has been super satisfying. After all, it is the hardest starting to raise out of the three of them. It's finally nice seeing it fully evolved. Yeah, I think the show is right. It definitely adds another level to the strength of our team. It's definitely exciting stuff. I'm glad that you see it from my perspective. Now that Camille is involved, how will you proceed with training the team? As mentioned before, I will try my absolute best to train up Snorlax. If it becomes too bring in, we're going to talk to it. Then I will train up our goal team and my name, which will be us. Sounds like a good idea, Donald. We got a ton of training left, so we'll definitely get some good experience. Thank God he didn't use one thing that would literally demolish the shit out of Snorlax. Yeah, for real. Training up Snorlax is more risky than I thought it was. Having the tech up is the one big failure, so that's a good sign. By the way, guys, what is our idea of interest in Snorlax? Obviously, our main purpose is to make parents so we can have other visitors, right? So I think we should keep heads up. Maybe teach them stuff like protecting and immunity. I will keep you info when we get back to you, but that's what it is. Okay, how about this then? For sure we'll keep headbutt, but let's all think about the 3 remaining slots. The next time we play together, we'll present our ideas. Sound good? Yeah, that sounds good to me. I will say it's more annoying than I thought to train up Snorlax's primary purpose. It might be frustrating now, but I promise you both that Snorlax is going to be part of my success if we move forward. I'm not doubting that show, but as for the white goes, I'm just going to go down on the left side and face all the trainers. And then I'll fly back to Telegram and go back down to the right side. That way, I'll ensure that we're down to that. Dan Donald, we've got a long list of getting started in Honolulu. Imagine if we get one back to the beach goes run the same program. Yeah, that would be fine. I'm just thinking now the challenge when we'll expand their block of run. Well, there you go. Fuck this shit, I'm not battling Snorlax and Snorlax. It's all bad. It's ways to have it. We're going to get our goal team up in the level. I know we're just talking about moves, but not Mundo things. We probably got the track moves. The goal team is right there. We'll build thunderbolts and settle that damn that stuff. Yeah, but I'm going to talk to the fact that this team has another point that I told them about. Is it going to be for the tournament stepping out of level? Well, that's the sound that happened for the longest time. We only had Pokemon, but now we got 5 and we'll be adding a 6th final one really soon. So it's going to get out. Speaking of our next Pokemon guys, we won't be able to cover them to the full code. That's the said, I know Barack is